Before the video starts, I need to apologize for the splotchy blue quality of this video. I just filmed in low blue light for the first time with a new phone, and I was not really aware of how splotchy it was. So it's a little bit of a visual quality issue, but hopefully you guys can just bear with me and enjoy the rest of the video. My apologies once again, but yeah, stick through it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Thank you. What's up, guys? I'm doing a bit of a different video today because I got a new phone and I have a camera stabilizer now. Or phone stabilizer, my goodness, I should say. And I wanted to test that for this video, but as I have all this equipment, I realized I have a lot of other equipment that is probably worthy of your attention, such as these studio lights and these keyboards right here. Not the piano keyboard, these light up keyboards. Oh, and I got one under here. Yeah. There's a reason I have two, I'll get to that in a second. And I also have these crazy mice over here, which I'll also talk about, obviously, or why the hell would I put them in the frame? And I got these headphones up here, the PXC 550s by Sennheiser, the best you can buy, arguably. Yeah, so let's just get into it. So I keep this little remote right here, which helps me adjust the color and the brightness of these lights. So these lights are like $7, which is crazy. Like, how could you not own one crazy? And the white looks really good. That's one of the reasons that this light is worth getting, is because the white looks so good. A lot of them, the whites are a little splotchy, like there's pinks and greens in there, but this one is clean. And you can change the color, obviously. You can change the brightness, or if you want a seizure, you can do that. But I'm just gonna keep them on blue for now. And I will leave a link for that in the description. But yeah, how would you not want this? If you're hanging out in a room a lot and you just want to change the mood at the flick of a switch, it's such a cheap way to do that. And being able to do that, I think, is a really important thing. Just effortless changing of the mood in your room. Change the song, change the light color. Just $7 or $8. I don't know why you wouldn't get that. Anyway, moving on to these keyboards. So why do I have two keyboards? So interesting thing about this keyboard is that it doesn't have a number row here, like the number keys, the 10 key as it's called officially. So these keyboards are called 10 keyless keyboards. And this is one. And I love this keyboard. It's really good, like solid mechanical keyboard. Yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about this guy. However, I wanted to make my space a little bit more compact. So while I was using this for several months, and I have no complaints really, I just wanted to move on to something a little bit more compact even. So I got this guy. And this guy saves even more room by getting rid of all this and kind of combining it with some other keys, which you have to access certain functions of with the function key. Like I can't just scroll up and down now. I have to press function and then scroll up and down. So that's the life I chose. That's the sacrifice, the trade-off I've made for saving space. Anyway, I'll also leave a link to the to that, as well as the slide-out keyboard tray I just accidentally revealed. Anyway, let's talk about the mice. Oh boy, how do I even explain what's going on over here? Look at this mouse, dude. These mice are insane. So the reason that these are all shaped so weirdly is because I was trying to find something more comfortable for my wrist. I was experiencing a little bit of tightness, so doing some research, I realized that there's some mice out there that are designed to alleviate some of that. And what they do is they give you a more natural position, a better natural relaxed posture for your hand. And so once I started trying them, I realized how much more comfortable they are. But I also had to compare the options. You know me. These are all optical mice, by the way, which are typically the best option for you to get. Maybe I'll get into that in some other video, but yeah, these are all optical, and this one's wireless. The other two are not. But this one is. It's also the most expensive, partly because it has this magnetic attachment, which creates a little platform for your wrist, and it literally just like snaps into place effortlessly. You just kind of line it up and it does the rest of the work for you. And yeah, then you have this whole sliding platform if that's what you want, but it tracks really nicely. I have nothing but good things to say about this mouse. If this is comfortable for your hand, maybe this is the mouse for you, but you got to try to know. What was I going to say about that mouse? Oh yeah, there aren't very many good wireless ergonomic mice out there. I bought quite a few because there was a lot of attractive, affordable looking ones, but they just track so terribly. Like, you're moving around and the mouse kind of just gets stuck on your screen. So annoying, but this one didn't. This one did a really good job. Anyway, moving on to the wired mice, which never gave me any problems like that. These are both ridiculous, crazy, flashy, obviously full of features mice. So there are drivers for both of these mice, so you can change the colors of the lights and as well as the brightness, or just straight up turn them off if that's what you want to do. But this one's even crazier, right? You have like a switch here to indicate where your DPI level is at, right? Dots per inch, which lets you control how fast or sensitive the mouse is. All these mice have that, by the way. Just probably should mention that. You got the back and forth buttons down here. You have a freaking joystick up here, which is actually just a substitute for the A, W, S, D keys, right? So if you're a gamer, you're using those instead of arrow keys, yada, 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 and you press down. Hear the little click. It actually functions as a space bar. So I guess this is supposed to be like an all-in-one gaming mouse, but I kind of am skeptical that it would be, you know, any good if you're like a proficient Call of Duty or whatever CSGO player. I doubt that it would be any good for that really, but you know, why not? Why not have this little joystick here? That's kind of what I figured. But this mouse is super, super comfortable in your hand. Again, it takes that whole concept of a more natural position and sort of takes that to the next level. So this is like straight up handshake position. And I think that can be super comfortable. But again, it depends on your preference, and it kind of depends on your desk height too. So that a lot of this depends on your desk height, if it's going to be comfortable or not. So anyway, moving on to this mouse a little bit. It's got a more tubular shape, right? Your hand kind of wraps around it more. And the back and forth buttons are above and below your thumb, which can be kind of awesome actually. And yeah, these mouse buttons look pretty different. So this is a very exotic mouse, and it's kind of tall. It's actually a little bit too tall for the adjustments I've made in my studio. You can see my little keyboard tray. Maybe you can see my fist is about the exact height of the drop that this keyboard tray has from my desk. And yeah, this mouse is definitely a little bit taller than that, so it's not going to work for me. But I think this mouse maybe not quite what I'm looking for anyway, but I could totally see why it would be for somebody else. You just got to figure that out for yourself. It's also got a snap-on attachment. It's not magnetic, it snaps into place. But if you want it, you got it. And yeah, I just wanted you to know about some of this crazy stuff I got in here, because when the hell do you ever hear about mice or see about or ever think about mice like this, you know? So I thought I would bring a little awareness to these products and see if I can encourage you guys to try some of that stuff, because it's definitely worth getting to know. You might find a lot of wrist relief if that's something that you want to stay ahead of the curve on, in case you're getting symptoms of like carpal tunnel, a little bit of tingling or tightness in your wrist. You should probably look into this, or at least be more conscious of your typing posture. Both can be a good place to start. So yeah, anyway, that's just some of the stuff I got in here that I think is worth talking about. Light up keyboards for like 40 bucks. These mice for like 20 bucks. I think this guy's like 50. Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of stuff in here. I don't really know why you wouldn't have, like, all keyboards cost about that much, so why not get a light up mechanical one, you know? They're also wireless if you want them to be. I currently have them plugged in, but you can get a Bluetooth amplifier or receiver, and set that up if you want. And these color changing LED lights with the remote included for $7 or $8, which I will leave a link for below. Why wouldn't you want these things, man? They bring you so much vibe for so little money. You kidding me? Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope you get some of this stuff, and hope you enjoyed the video. I will also leave a link for the phone, which I hope to do a review on, the Galaxy S10e. Super, super good phone, and the camera stabilizer that I've been using for this whole video. Alright guys, take it easy, subscribe, like. It helps the YouTube algorithm, not asking for anything specific really. Just hit that like button and more people will see this video, and that helps the channel out a lot. So thanks again for doing that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, bye.